Alright, Alexis, so today we are going to do something different, and you can see my gameplay of me playing Hollow Knight in the background. At the same time, I will review about the game and to talk about its pros and cons. And let's start with the pros. I think the art style is pretty good, and they went with the cartoony style. Made chill, most likely gonna make the game timeless, and you can play this game like 10 years from now, 20 years from now. And the game's art style is specific and special in a way, it's gonna hold up regardless. And speaking of timeless, and no matter how long you're gonna play this game after, like from now I am playing this game in 2025. I think the game released in like 2017 or something, around that. So I'm already playing it 8 days late, but the platforming in this game, like the way the game responds to your character and how well the movements are, is pretty much almost flawless, you know? So you can play this game on pretty much on a potato, and it will still run almost flawlessly, and the way your character responds to your input is very good, you know? Like I played many Dark Souls game, it has that commitment. This game doesn't have commitment. That doesn't mean the game is easier in a sense, but it feels more responsive, and it just makes you feel like your character's doing what you want them to do instead of they just committing to certain things. You know? I feel like there is some commitment to your combat, but I think you can cancel out of it. Sorta. As well, the music. I think the music added on top of it, the game's vibe, especially if you can hear the background music. It's in the green path, right? That is one of my favorite music in the game. And it gives you that emotion very well, you know? Like the music is really good. You can just turn it up and then listen to the music. The vibe, how they captured the vibe with the music is very notable and amazing in a sense. And movement abilities, like you can just get the crystal heart, there is an ability you can unlock, and then just boost yourself from one end to the another end of the map, which is super good and super fun to use, you know, which is nice. And with the movement ability, let's see what else we can talk about. Large content. Like there is so much areas you can explore in this game, which is very nice. And the map is quite big. Like it took me around 30 hours to finish it, but there is a caveat for being the map being that large. You know? I don't know why my video is lagging, but okay. Okay. The large content is pretty good amount, so you can just have a good time. Like this game, I would recommend to play it on a Steam Deck or a freaking handheld. Man, I wish this game was in a phone. Like if this game is in phone, completely your phones can run these games. You know? It would be super good, and you can just lay down on your couch and then or lay down in your bed and then play the game. It's that kind of game. It's a very comfortable and cozy game because you have regenerated the HP, which encourages you to explore so much, right? So you can just run around and explore the whole thing without really have to stock up or anything, which is really nice. And BNCs, the Adam thing, I think there is 3 of them, Lifeblood and the guard thing, guard assembler or something, and the Phantom Grim Troops, right? All 3 of them are pretty good. They added new mechanics and new charms on the new ways to play the game, which is very nice. I don't know how long it took them to give those DLCs, but I think when you buy the game, you buy it at full package, I assume. So that's kind of nice. Like the Grim Troop boss is quite fun to play. He is fast. Especially the Grim Reaper, I think his name, or something. He is the leader of the Grim Troop. He's a one boss, but he's combat kind of holds the bird to it. Like he is very very intense fight, I would say. You know? Um, one of the best platformers out there. Absolutely. The way it plays and the way it moves and the platforming this game has is pretty much on top of the roller. For an indie game, it's super good. Even the AAA games nowadays, I don't think you can pull something like this that flawlessly, you know? I haven't seen any of them. The sheer amount of content, the way the game is smoothed out, and the way the game plays that smoothly, you know? It just feels good to play the game. Yeah, which is very nice. And the game it starts off very easy. Yeah, it is an easy game. I played Dark Souls, and the Souls like for living, right? So for me, particularly, I find it easy, which is a good thing because I don't want to freaking play a video game and then pour my heart out. You know, I just want to play and then get entertained and have some fun. You know, this game kind of gives you that at the start, but after a while, it just gets ridiculously tougher. Especially the final boss on the other DLC is just impossible. Like if you don't have certain amount of RPM, like if you are not fast enough, DLC is just out of the question. You know, like that are too tough because the people just freaking know life the game, right? So they may cater towards those categories. And the mainly just the gaming accessible to the normal audience, you know, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So if you want a tough challenge, you can continue the DLC, especially the God DLC. That one is tough. Like I saw the gameplay on that one. But they basically use the same bosses, but they have more different movesets. It's just a harder version of them, you know, which is nice. I think overall, if we can get it on a Game Pass or I will always support Game Pass because you can get so many games for basically a little amount of money, even though you are kind of renting it. But still, if you are just a one-time player like me, you can just rent it. And then I play the game and enjoy. I think Silksong is also in Game Pass. I would say try it, you know. If you got a Game Pass, definitely this game is one of the games you should try. Even if you don't like platformers. You know, I would say yeah, but the platforming is definitely hard, so just keep that in mind. But with that, I think we can go to the con section. Let's see, map purchase sucks. So when at the start you don't have a map, you don't have nothing. For a Metroidvania, this is a death sentence for me. It literally just makes the game annoying and unfun to play. Because you have to find a freaking guy, and he is just located in random places. He is not in the same area, you know? So you have to run around and find them, and sometimes he is locked behind an ability that you have to unlock from God knows where, right? So which is just tedious, and the map is not very well written. Like at the start, because you have to get another compass, which takes us to a charge slot, which is who thought that was a good idea. I have no idea why they have to add so many restrictions to have a basic function that every other Metroidvania did by default, you know. You have to unlock your map. To see where you are in the map, you have to purchase a charm, which is cost you money. And then you have to equip the charm, which takes up a notch. You only got 11 notches, and this map compass will take a notch. You know? So if you're fighting a boss or something, you have to take it off while sitting on the bench. Sometimes if you're unlucky, the bench will be like other end of the map. You know? And then change your build to fight the boss, and then you have to put it back and forth. Which is kind of obnoxious. I don't really like that mechanic that much. I think the compass on that some of the charms should be there by default. Like, what are the chances? I think compass should be on default. I think the coin picks up also should be on default. You know, it's just a waste of slot for a, what do you call it? For a basic function, you know. And the game, I think at the start it will be fun to explore and everything, but after you hit a certain point, the game asks you to do so much backtracking. You have to backtrack so much in this game, which makes it so unfun. Like, I don't want to play the same green path. Like, you gotta be running around in green path for like 50 times or more. Like, it just, you have to go back and forth and back and forth and over and over and over again. Which makes it so, it will burn you out so much, you know? Because you cannot teleport from bench to bench. You have to catch a train, get to the stag beetle, and then go to the area you want to. No, not only that, go to the area you want to, which will be on the other side of the stag beetle. You know, why? Just let me teleport to bench. It's a basic function. In every other, what do you call it? Metroidvania I played. Yeah, I think even Castlevania, like the old as one, Symphony of Night, you can teleport back and forth, right? Or they pretty much nailed the backtracking. If that game even had any. Taking a tram and stag beetle is a waste of time, yeah, it just pisses you off. I think as far as the platforming is, there is one issue we had. One issue I had, like the mushroom. In the fungal wastelands, there is like a mushroom pogo you have to do, which is pretty janky. At least for me, it felt like janky, you know? Which is, I mean, it's the only one thing that janked out. Other than that, it's pretty much good. Yo, Donna! Hello. I'm great at me in the game. It's a word one, it's the original one. Ironite 1. Contact damage, sometimes you just try to not get hit, but the boss will just do like a weird attack and then you take a hit. You thought you will take like a hit by just scraping the boss, which doesn't feel that good, you know? Like, I think I experienced that firsthand by a lot in the final boss. Like, his hand has like 2 antennas. That was too large to the point. If you tried to dash, without the dark dash, it will just slightly, he will just slightly edge out and hit you. And then you will take damage. It doesn't feel good to get hit like that. You know? And that's pretty much the boss fight issues. The bosses, we can talk about the bosses after in a bit. Counting damage issue. Have to collect like a million things. Like, I think in the dream name, you never to upgrade that thing. You have to collect like 1,800 the red circles. I don't know what it's called. It's like a red frisbee. You have to collect them. It will just locate all over the map when you hit the tree. And guess what? To find the tree, you have to get the pin from the girl to unlock it on your map. Yup. You have to purchase it. Get ready to purchase it for your map. You know? And then you had to correct that. I didn't even bother with it. So basically, it kind of locked me out of the original ending, right? And this is the first ending of whatever the ending. Like, I don't know why they made it like that. So many of the mechanics in this game feels monotonous and tedious. It's tedium. The tedium makes it so bored out. Like, I played it like continuously and it was very noticeable. Like, they ask you to go back and forth to the map, which it doesn't have very good teleportation system. You have to take the tram, take the stag beetle, you can't teleport to bench. Why? It's just annoying. Yeah, as you do continue as with the DLC too, the Grim guy, the Grim DLC, he tell you to go to the map, and then collect like 3 things that's on 3 sides of the map. Again. They have to run back again. You know, he will make you to do that 3 times without unlocking the boss fight. Why? Let me fight the fuck out. Seriously. What do I have to run on the map? I'm sick and tired of your map. It sucks to explore, and if you die, guess what? You're gonna respawn on the other left corner of the map when you have to go to the right corner. You know? So annoying. Let me either make me teleport to bench, or come up with a better teleport system. This teleport system is ass. And then the boss fight, the first time it was easy. Like the first day, like 10 bosses, I don't know. The bosses are super bad to find. Like you have to get a key, and then you have to unlock a floor, and then you have to hit another secret wall. And then you have to run arm to the freaking where like a platforming section, and then at the end there will be a boss that dies in like 2 seconds. You know? Like the way the backtracking is, and then how much you get punished for dying. The retracking, right? If you die, it will just put you all the back to the bench, right? So you have to run back again. So, which is super discouraging to explore the game. So I think if they fix that, that would be nice. Like the backtracking and the run back is just awful. At the end game, the bosses got ridiculously too hard. Like I think it starts with the major defenders or something. There is like 6 of them you have to fight. Like those guys will require so much of your input time and everything. And then after that, the Hollow Knight, they will just hit you like in a microsecond. You have to dodge. Like if you're an older person and you have to deal with that, it's kinda hard. You know, I'm not exactly old, but it requires way more concentration. You know, rather than it should be. It started off like a cozy game, and then it's just a freaking massacre at the end. BRC is just straight up out of the question. Like if you're above 40, don't even think about it. Like it's just ridiculously tough. But if you want a challenge, you definitely can play it, you know? But yeah, even if it's hard, it doesn't jank out and kill you in an unfair way. You can keep up with it if you're fast enough. The character is fast enough to deal with it. You know? Which is very nice. Too hard in-game bosses require very fast reaction and input. Yes. Basically the same thing, right? Bosses are so hard to find. Yes. After a while, there is so many bosses you just straight up miss because it's not obvious. They don't show up. Like after like 12 hours or 13 hours into the game, I rarely see any bosses. Most of the time I'm just fighting the normal mobs and then just running around backtracking again. You know? You can check my wars, you can just see. I rarely fight any bosses because I can't find any. Bosses are the Grim guy. In Grim DLC, in order to fight that guy, you have to equip his dinky useless charm in order to get to his dream world. Why? Why there is a restriction and penalty for that? It's unnecessary, it's annoying. You know? I would rather use the charm shard for something else, like a super dash or something else, right? But you have to use that like his shitty Pokemon in order to fight his boss fight, which is kinda lame. It's just tedious. That guy, the whole thing about that guy, the boss fight is fun, but everything else is just straight up tedium. With the Grim group, I think it was called. Yeah, I don't remember names. The Grim group DLC is just tedious DLC. I think the same goes for the last one, right? You have to fight the same bosses. But they are slightly more harder, so you have to fight them over and over again. Yeah, which makes the game after a while really tedious, you know. I think with that overall score is gonna be 7. Backtracking the game. That's what I'm gonna call it. So much backtracking. Definitely worth the shot. Definitely play it. If it's on phone, that would be amazing. If it's on Steam, good. If it's cheap, good. Play it on Game Pass. Play it on Game Pass if you want. That's also good. Alright, that's my review. Hope you guys like the gameplay on the background, so you can just watch it as a podcast. If you guys want to support me and give me a like and follow, thank you. And that's my review.